Mansplaining, mansplaining. Only a man can explain. Mansplaining, mansplaining. Mansplaining, mansplaining. Only a man can explain.
And see, this gets real deep.
The primary objective in my campaign platform is to develop a comprehensive public health and safety plan.
I agree with that. But you can't walk away from 5 people dead.
And let New York deal with it. Because he got like 52 cases in New York City.
Buy black, bank black. The A is acquired assets.
They saying something about your memory bank, and I go, oh snap. Oh snap. The memories in the bank, we keep them for you.
What is up? What is up? What is up? It is 9:02 on a Wednesday night, and you are exactly where you need to be. It's your boy Tonyjem, aka Mr. Why Not, Mr. Why Not, and this is Mansplaining. Y'all know what we do. This is our show. This is how we get down. Fellas, we appreciate each and every one of you for chiming in. Ladies, we love it when you have something to say. Please have something to say. We will talk back to you. This is where we do our thing. Also, when you come in, you know what I like for you to do, or when you chime in, I need to know who you are and where you are. Just holler at your boy. Just say, hey, and I'll holler back. I don't care what part of the show it is. I'm ghetto like that. I'll holler at you in the middle of a discussion if you log in and say, hey, I'll speak to you. So once you log in, just holler at me. Let me know where you are, what city and state. We want to see how far the mansplaining arms reach. We trying to go from coast to coast, from sea to shining damn sea. That's what we trying to do. We trying to go from coast to coast, baby. So also, again, as you chime in, you know what I call you. These are my representatives. These are the representatives. What do they represent? They represent the fashion of the truly gifted. That's what they do. They represent in the fashion of the truly gifted. So as you chime in, you represent us. You represent us. You represent us in all that you do. Also, I want to thank all the YouTubers out there that's watching right now. And I want to thank you Facebookers out there that's watching right now. And before we go another further, it's time for me to go ahead and add my man in, my ace boom coon. Let me knock on the door and see if he up in there. Boom, boom, boom. Duckie Boy, you in the house, man. Holla at your boy. Where you at, Duck? Holla at me.
Check. Can you hear me?
Check. I hear you loud and clear, Duck. What's going on?
Can you hear me? What's up, brother? I can't call it. How you doing?
Hey, I'm doing. Hey, man, ain't nothing shaking but the leaves and the trees, and they shaking because of the breeze.
Brr. Hey, ooh, it's chilly outside because I came out.
Oh, it's
Yeah. What's up, baby? Talk to me, man.
It's another week, man. How your week been, man?
Shit, it's just Wednesday. It's been cool. No complaints, man. The kids only had 3 days of school this week. Why? So they out tomorrow and Friday. Thank the Lord. Give me some me time.
Okay.
And but not really though, because Duke's got a game in Montgomery tomorrow. They got the regionals. They play the regionals down in Montgomery tomorrow. So
yeah, they balling. They balling. I see they balling down there.
Yeah, man. Hey, listen, they got 8 seniors on their team, dude. Those guys have been playing together since they were back in the 5th grade, dude. So the chemistry is there. It's all to the coaching now, Tony, in preparation, man. And I got Deuce already pumped up. I told him what he needed to know from his father. So, hey, man, I hope them. I'm proud of them anyway, but if they come out of there with that thing, man, hey, man, that's wonderful, dude.
That's what's
So,
up, man.
big time. What about you, man? What's up? What's going on in the Big A?
Hey, the Big A always got something going on, man. The Big A always got something going on. Your boy, man, I always got my hands and my feet into something. So I got a few irons in the fire, man. Got a couple of projects I'm working on, as usual.
Right.
As they come to fruition, I will announce them to everybody. I will let everybody know that I will be posting flyers soon for a stage play that I'm in called Sanctified. The next show is supposed to be March 5th here in Atlanta, Georgia. That's pretty close, and we don't even have the flyers out yet. But I'll just letting you guys know that we are expecting to have that out. So be on the lookout for me putting those flyers out. Other than that, Duck, man, I've just been doing my thing. Man, let me tell you something that happened, man. Let me tell you something. Oh, shout out to my boy Ty. Shout out to Ty Carr. Good to see you, man. Straight out of Birmingham, baby. Birmingham representing one time. Jeremy Dunlap, man. Good to see you. Good to see you, Jay Dunn. Good to see you, man. Hey, man, I'm going to tell you something that happened to me. And this is probably why my views might be limited on Facebook for this episode.
Yeah.
I was on a post the other day, bro. I was on a post. Tell you how petty them people with the little blue app. Them people on that little blue app, they're real funny, man. So I'm gonna tell you, somebody put a post out there, and then, they was just talking about some stuff, and then somebody put a meme up there, and on the meme there were like 7 or 8 garden hose. You know what a garden hose is? It's the stick with the little shovel on the end of it, the little garden hose. It was a picture with like 7 of them on there, and somebody photoshopped the angry face emoji. Took the angry face emoji and put it on the flat side of all those garden hose. So no problem. People laughing at it, this, that, and the other. I came in and I said, there was some mad hoes right there. Man, do you know Facebook put me in jail, bro? I was bullying. Told me I was bullying.
So they didn't catch the double entendre you had going on.
They didn't even look at the post or the picture. They got mad at me because I said there was some mad holes right there, and it actually was. It was some mad garden holes.
Right.
And Facebook put me in jail for 24 hours. I can't comment in no groups for 36 hours. And bro, they have throttled all of my posts. They said all of my posts will be pushed down to the bottom of my feed for the next 27 days.
You're a habitual offender, ain't you?
A habitual offender or something, bro. I was like, that's crazy. That's crazy.
You didn't take them folks off.
I guess so, man. So if you're watching on Facebook right now, I appreciate and I thank you right now because Facebook is throttling, my views or whatever. But I thank you, YouTube, for being there for your boys. Be there for your boys, YouTube. Good shout out.
Put it right there, baby. Right there. Put it right there, baby.
So let's get a touch on a couple things, man, before we get started with the show, man. First thing I do want to touch on, man. Hold
on. Hey, in fact, Tony, I did have something. I didn't mean to cut you off. We talked about this earlier. Hey, yeah. I got something to state, man. Yeah, this is just coming from the personal chamber for everybody out there. Look, back in the days, man, it only took a minute to tell a lie. A person will lie on you in a minute. It's about 58 seconds, 59 seconds. And the lie becomes even more potent these days. Hey, man, I don't get what it is about people who are so intrigued with other people that they want to start rumors and tell just straight up blatant lies. And I don't get that shit. So I never have. You know, that's one of the main reasons everybody out there. I don't listen
Some
to
people
shit
just
nobody
get
tell me. I don't listen to shit nobody tell me about anybody else. Can't nobody
right.
come to me and tell me nothing about nobody else, especially if they trying to make them look bad or something, or trying to make them look a certain way, y'all. I swear to
Right.
God, when I heard some crazy shit about me today from a chick who said I've been in her inbox and I've been trying to, dude. I'm like, hell no, yeah. But anyway, my point is this, y'all. If y'all do that type of shit, stop that shit. Find another way to make yourself look good. Telling a lot of people.
Yeah.
And see, the thing is, I ain't no telling who all she done told this shit to. You know, this is the critical
Right.
part.
Because you can be in you can be in somebody's inbox just casually talking to them,
Casually talking.
but when they talk to their friends, oh yeah, so and so be all up in my DM.
He
Not
stay in
like
my
that.
DM. Say
Not
he wanted me. Yeah, right. So I told the person, I said, you know what you should have did? You should have asked him to show you that shit. Show you them DMs, show you them inboxes. So you can see
right.
the but my point is this, Tony, it's amazing, man. There are people out there that'll tell a lie on you, man. There's a lot of them that do it, man. So everybody, y'all should do what I do. I don't listen to shit. Nobody tell me about nobody else. And if I want to know that bad, I'll go to the source and ask the source if I want to. Because y'all can ask me anything y'all want to ask me about me. I'll tell you. I'll tell you if it's true or not. So you don't have to trust the word. So anyway, that's a psychology for the day, Tony. So that's all I wanted to share, man. But
That's a little duckology for the day. Shout out
yeah,
to Miss M Black. She said, "Damn, Tony. Oh, you talking about me? You probably talking about me getting all these restrictions from Facebook, man." I'm like, goodness. But let's talk about this, man, before we get to our main topics, and we got a good interview coming up pretty soon.
right.
Super Bowl just passed this Sunday, man. Rams won. Cooper, bruh. When OBJ went down, I thought the Rams were done.
Cooper Cup, baby. Cooper Cup. I don't know.
Cooper Cup.
I don't know. What they found that motherfucker, I guess he went to Lawson State and snapped for about 2 years.
He went to Lawson State.
I don't know where he came from. I never heard of motherfucker that life. And the way he playing, so he must have went to Lawson State and snapped.
It came from Friendship Community College.
Metropolitan,
Colorado.
Metropolitan Mormon State, A&M Church of goddamn Jim Jones.
I don't know where they found him.
But that little white boy got biz. But ODB did what he had to do before he got hurt, though. He did his thing. You know, he got a touchdown and made a couple of big plays in the first half. That really, you know what I'm saying? They needed that touchdown he scored.
Yeah.
They needed that touchdown ODB scored. But had he stayed in the game, you know, like Stafford, he set up in Detroit all on it. He didn't complain. You know what I'm saying? Detroit is a shit city, a shit team. I hate to be like that, but you know, but he was up there complaining. He did his time. Hey, yeah, he did his time. That joker got from out of there. First opportunity he got, went to LA, the chance to win a ring. He came through. He's from the SEC. He's from Georgia. I like him. Plus, Joe Burrow got time to win. You know, he got time to win one. So, great game, though, dude.
It was a good game, man. It was a good game from beginning to end, bro. And I mean, it was. They scored some points. They didn't score quite as many points as I thought they would score, but they scored some points, which is good because nobody wants to see a blowout, and I don't want to see a defensive game for the Super Bowl, a straight defensive game. I don't want to see a 3-6 Super Bowl. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that.
No, I just want to see some big plays from the defense throughout the game.
I want to see some defensive
game changing plays by the defense.
Yeah, I want to see some offense.
Like for instance, that 3rd and 1, like the 3rd and 1 and that 4th and 1. So that was beautiful when they stopped Cincinnati on the 3rd and 1. Then they went for it on 4th and 1. Yeah, I like that shit. But I like a good game too, Tony. Congratulations to the Rams, man. That was a great game. And in between that game, what happened, Tony? Something happened in between those 4 quarters.
Bruh, the halftime show, bruh. Well, we started. We had a mixture of Dr. Dre, Snoop, 50 Cent, Mary J. Blige, Kendrick Lamar, and Eminem. Bruh, does it get any better than that? Come on.
Yeah, me and you was on there bringing up the real.
Yeah, they had.
You know, man, hey, that would have been overkill.
Duck and Tone. I mean? Yeah, we took it out. They insisted on paying us if we had done it, man.
Yeah, man, Tony, I gotta say, besides Bruno Mars and Beyonce, which didn't rock me that well, they rocked it. Justin Timberlake and Janet Jackson rocked it. Man, Dre, Snoop, Mary, Fifth, Kendrick Lamar, you know, I'm a hip hop head, man. You know, I'm a rap music lover, especially from that generation, dude. That's our generation right there.
It is.
Man, they killed it, bro. They killed it, man.
To me, that was probably the fourth best one to me. That was probably the fourth best Super Bowl for me. You got Michael Jackson, Prince. Those are interchangeable 1 and 2. To me, those are 1 and 2, interchangeable 1 and 2. Number 3 for me is Bruno Mars. And then 4, I'll give them on Sunday.
That, I think, to me, it was so good because of the timing. If you notice the symbolicism attached to their Super Bowl halftime show, you know, NFL and hip hop, they've been colliding a lot lately, man. You know, we don't really fuck with NFL.
Did you see that?
Oh yeah. I was going to get to that. I was going to get to how hip hop really don't fuck with the NFL. You know, we fuck with the people. We weren't fucking with the NFL for real ever since they tried to do that with Colin Kaepernick, man. And it's been a strained relationship, man, with the NFL. To be honest with you, people just not really starting it. So I think that was the angle they took with, you know, bringing Dr. Dre on was to lure us back into the fold, man, because that was our generation, dude. And yes, I did see Eminem take the knee, man. What do you think about that, bro?
I was cool with it, bro. I thought they was going. I thought exactly what a few people did, which is a few people had something to say, talking about it being disrespectful or whatever. But I thought it was going to go over pretty much like it did. Once I saw it, I was like, they're not going to have a problem with it. One, Eminem is doing it, and and to be honest, they ain't even really got to be a 2. Eminem was doing it, so I thought it was going to go over okay. I was like, somebody going to say something about it, but I thought it was going to go over okay. I didn't really have a problem with it, but I tell you what I did, and I know we got to move on because we got an interview coming up soon. But two more things I want to touch on before we go into our break. One, 50 Cent, bruh, did you see all the fat shaming they was doing? All the women were doing on 50 Cent, bruh. The women were going in on 50 Cent. $1.25. They look like 75 cents. They going in on
50 snacks. 50 snacks. 50 snacks. I call them 50 snacks. It wasn't just the women, Tony. When that joker was hanging down, when Dre them did pointed down, and I was looking, I said, "Damn, man, I was hanging upside down." I was like, "What the hell? What the hell is that hanging down on the goddamn?" I think he look like he need to burp or something. You know what I mean?
He had some gas on his chest.
Like he burped and it didn't come out. It just, you know. But he rocked it. And I guess he got shamed by the women though. What do you mean he was getting fat shamed by the women?
You know what? I don't want to get too deep into it because we got a lot of other things to get to. But I just saw I saw a few dudes. I did see a few dudes that was going in on him, but I saw a lot of women that was going in on 50 Cent about how he's built now. And I'm like, are you built the same way you were built when that song came out? Probably not. Shut the hell up. That's the way I felt about it. That's the way I felt about it.
Right.
I mean, that song came out, what, 20 years ago? That song came out 20 years ago.
22, something like that. Yeah, it's about 22 years, man.
Ain't nobody the same size they was. Ain't nobody the same size they was. And 50, I mean, he thicker, but he still ain't got no big old pot belly. So what y'all talking about? Quit hating, man. Quit hating on the man. And lastly, man, you got something you want to say about that?
Yeah, I did. Before we leave from Eminem, I wanted to say this. You know, some people had a problem with him. Some of my brothers and sisters had a problem with him kneeling. You know what I'm saying? Because he's the white boy and whatnot. I just wanted to say this. I had no problem with Eminem doing it. That's a white dude who's down with our culture. He represents the culture of hip hop. And, you know, he basically showed that, hey, I'm down with y'all in this struggle. And they say during the week while they was practicing, they was telling him not to do that. Because he was doing it during the practice. And they was like, man, don't do that. You know, the NFL, like, man, don't do that. It's going to stir up some shit and all that shit. Eminem said, you know, hell no. So the NFL tried to change it in the end and switch their narrative from we told him not to do it to we knew he was going to do that, you know. So when it turned out to be a huge success. And shout out to Eminem, man, for that dude. I didn't expect him to do it, and I ain't had no problem with him doing it. Now, as far as 50 Cent is concerned, like you say, Tony, dude, we were 30 years old, man. Every decade, as you get older, you go that grown man weight is no joke. Everybody picks up a few pounds, but for women to go in and fat shame him,
that was crazy. That was crazy.
As sensitive as they are, we can't say nothing. We can't say nothing about a woman.
Can't say nothing. Don't say that about Lizzo. Ooh, you're a misogynist. Ooh, you're a chauvinist. What? Y'all say the same thing? Okay, all right.
Hey, they were trying to get on Mary J too. Some joke people complain about her. I call her Mary J thighs. That joker, she look good to me.
I don't know where she get them thighs from though. She flew them thighs in from somewhere.
She did that thing. Mary J Blige. Hey, look, she's stiff as those. She's still stiff as all those.
Dance like she drunk.
And hold on. And finally, Snoop with that big ass handkerchief on, trying to do the crip walk. And kudos to Kendrick Lamar. That's just hip hop. He's from Compton. Dre's from Compton. They had the East Coast flavor from 50 Cent. Eminem from the Midwest. Mary J from Bad Boy. Snoop Dogg from Long Beach. Straight hip hop. All I seen was videos, man, of white people cutting up during halftime. Those white people who was at home watching the game, dude, they were cutting up they were singing along and dancing along, man, throughout the country. You got to catch some of them videos. That was a dope show. Dope show.
It was dope. Hey, one other thing, we ain't gonna talk about it. I just wanted to put it out there, man, for those that have been watching. I know last year I went in on Sha'Carri Richardson a whole lot last year about her failed drug test and how she didn't get to run in the Olympics and everything. I do want to mention that now there's a new Olympic drug scandal. 15-year-old Kamila Valieva, whatever, she from Russia. That ought to say they ought to say enough. She from Russia, man, and she's a figure skater, and they found her violating the drug policy by using performance enhancing drugs, and they still allowed her to skate. So there's some stuff going on right now. So you know, Sha'Carri, she ain't gonna sit by and just let that happen and not say nothing. She didn't have her words to say, and I agree with her. And there's a lot of Olympic skaters that agree too that this girl she should not have been allowed to skate. But the Court of Arbitration for Sports said, I quote, "We are not keeping her out of the competition, for we are afraid it will harm her future."
Oh my
really?
God!
You think?
I know you lying. They weren't there. They weren't there.
Yes, they did.
Show a strong sense of double standards and hypocrisy like that. No.
I was shocked.
Not the European white man. We expect that from the North American guys. They weren't there to do that, man. Hell no, I don't believe it.
Hey,
I don't believe it.
I tell you what, though, Duck, man. I tell you what, because we got to catch up on some time real quick. We're gonna take a couple moments. We're gonna take a couple moments of a music break, and when we come back, we will have our interviewee, Mr. Brandon Mason of 3BM Golf Studios in Birmingham, Alabama. We're going to chop it up with him and find out where this whole concept for 3BM Golf Studios came from, because I knew him doing something else.
Right.
We'll talk about that in just a moment. Right now, we're gonna. I want you to tell me how you want it. Ripcord, Bama Boy. Let's do it.
That's right, man. That's right.
What up, girl? Yeah. I'll pick you up. Yeah. Tell me how you want it. Ooh. Can I pull up on it? Pick you up. I know you wanna ride, girl. Yeah. Tell me how you want it. Pick you up. I know you wanna ride, girl. Girl. Can I pull up on you? Take your hands up before you get off in my ride, girl. Yeah.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Yeah, happy Valentine's Day. Happy belated Valentine's Day.
The 13th and the 15th. You side pieces. Hey, we can't forget y'all either, baby. Y'all matter, baby.
Hey, Side Chicks got it in yesterday.
Oh, hard, man.
Side Chicks got it in hard yesterday.
It was some fussing going on yesterday, but
Oh. All right, Ripcord, Bama Boy. Tell me how you like it. Y'all need to make sure y'all look that young man up on all music platforms. That's Ripcord, Bama Boy, straight out of Birmingham. He's now residing in Cashville, Tennessee, doing this thing, y'all. So you make sure you keep your eyes and your ears. Keep your eyes and your ears.
Jeremy Dunlap. Jeremy Dunlap. Jeremy Dunlap. He's a nut. He's a nut, man. That's my Navy buddy, man. My white brother.
MB 3000 came in. Oh, Mandrell up in Charlotte. Guess what? With the $1 million man cave.
Right. What's up, baby, bro?
$1 million man cave coming through the house. Jeremy Dunlap hollering at us. Tyrone, we got Crystal B coming through, hollering at everybody. She said 50 is a troll. He talks about everybody. Hey, you know what? You know what?
Everybody.
She got a point, because he do. He got something to say about everybody.
He deserved to get shamed. I didn't know what the hell that was hanging down from that ceiling. I was like, God, what the hell is that? That's the third best for you, Shane?
It was the third best for her. So maybe she put them in front of Bruno Mars. So but with that being said, Duck, man, we like to reach out, man, and one of our missions, man, is to help Black-owned businesses get recognized. That's what we want to do. That's one of our missions, is to help Black-owned businesses get recognized. And we're going to make a conscious effort this season to do more and more interviews with Black business owners. So with that being said, it is time for us now to invite our interviewee, straight out of Birmingham, Mr. Brandon Mason. He's coming in right now. Holla at your boy. B. Mason, what's going on, man?
What's up? How y'all doing?
Hey, brother, what's up, man? What's up, man?
What's going on, Tony?
All is well, man. All is well, man.
You saw my technical difficulty earlier, man. So I wish I would use my microphone, but it don't want to work right now. You know?
I tell you, man, when you want to do something like this, man, it never wants to work for you, bro. Now watch. After this is over with, you're gonna go back and test some, and it's gonna be all clear.
It's all
you
good.
should be able to hear Bumblebee.
My lighting look good, though. My lighting look good, so that's half the battle.
Yeah,
that's what's up. That's what's up. So there's a few things that's going on in the city of Birmingham. The city of Birmingham is growing. Businesses are popping up out of nowhere, man, and a lot of those businesses are Black owned. This being one of them, 3BM Golf Studios. Now, before we talk about 3BM Golf Studios, we got a couple of questions. We might alternate or whatever. We got a couple of questions. We want to find out about B. Mason. So first, I want to ask you, first and foremost, who is B. Mason?
Oh man, that's a crazy question, man.
I know.
You know what? I'm a Renaissance man. You know, you don't hear people saying they're a Renaissance man no more. Or some people say, like my dad used to be like, you can't be a jack of all trades and a master of nothing. I think I'm a master of a lot of stuff. I switched careers mid-career, you know, because I felt like,
we're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that.
I'm hitting on something for you, though. We'll get to it, but yeah.
Man, listen. A lot of them old ways of thinking, it's a new day, man. It's 2022. That way of thinking worked back then in that era. It's a new day. But go ahead and continue, man.
Before you get started, I do want to point out that saying that you just said, "Jack of all trades, master of none." And actually, it's a little bit longer. It's a little bit longer. Jack of all trades, master of none, but still always better than a master of one.
Exactly. That's the real phrase.
Yeah.
Big time.
So yeah, you learn a lot of different things.
Yeah, but no, you know, I mean, anybody who know me, just you know, I can talk for a long time, so I'll make it quick background. I did filmmaking my whole life. You know, I started out doing photos when I was young. I was doing filmmaking. I was the first person in Birmingham to shut down downtown to shoot a music video. I shut down. If anybody know anything about Birmingham, first dude to shut down Brookwood Mall to shoot a music video. Like, so
you did that.
You know, that was my background, filmmaking, and you know, I went to California for roughly 12, 13 years, and I did it out there. I produced national TV commercials. I directed award-winning short films. So I guess that's why, you know, that's why I got a little frustrated when I couldn't get my production together tonight.
Yeah, hey, of all people in the southeast region of the United States that should have prime time video,
be made.
Hey, it happened to the best of us, man. You know, it's like I say, I'm on my phone, man. I got a big old camera right there. I'm on my phone right now, man.
Feel like you failed yourself. You're like, man, I failed.
Yeah. But don't nobody know.
So check this out. All right, now I first met you. I think Doug might have met you a little bit before I did. He might have met you a little bit before I did, but I recall meeting you somewhere around 97, 98. Somewhere around 97, 98. And I saw you as a young, even though you were still in high school, I saw you as a young, aspiring filmmaker. I saw you as a young, aspiring producer, director. And I saw you had a real eye for it. I was like, this dude here is serious. I mean, in the 12th grade, he had all the equipment, all the cameras, all the lights, all the reflectors. Everything. I'm like, this dude got everything.
Yeah, he killed Radio Shack inventory.
I did.
If I'm not mistaken, when you went to California, you went to film school there, right?
Yeah.
What was that experience?
Yeah, I got a bachelor's for broadcasting and a minor in film from UAB, but I went to California and I got a master's of fine art in direct and motion picture. I can go teach at any university right now if I wanted to.
Wow.
I'm not even in that field, but, you know, to be honest with you, I still take those skills and, you know, incorporate them in my everyday life. So, you know, I'm not, at this point, I'm not a fan. I went to school my whole life on student loans, and that's a whole different subject. You know, I could get really passionate about that, but I'm not going to do that. Right? But, you know, I definitely have a serious background in filmmaking. You know, what I will say about film school, moving to California was a totally different experience from being in the South. It really kind of opened your eyes up to a much larger world. You hear people say that, but back when I went, you know, we didn't have social media as big as it is now. Now the world has became real small now because of connections and what we're doing right now, being able to communicate with people all over the world. But when I first got out there, funny story, when I first got out there, I drove in downtown San Francisco, and it was like this kind of, most people laugh at me, but it was a crazy experience because you got a lane for the bus, a lane for the trolley car, a lane for people on bikes, you know, a lane for people walking. Like, everybody got a lane. I'm like, who want to get hit today? That's what I was thinking.
Hey, Frank, I was just about to say, if I'm for it, they ask if I'm gonna run for somebody.
But no, it was an eye-opening experience, and what I gained from that and what I took away from that it's not necessarily like the knowledge. Like I learned a couple of things that I didn't know already, but I had already been to the School of Hard Knocks. I had already got my hands dirty, and I had already, I had already pulled permits, and I knew about $1 million insurance policies and like all this stuff. I had already did it. What it did do is it introduced me to a group of individuals and filmmakers that impacted me and that I'm still in contact with right now. I know people in the industry right now that's still doing major things. I hit my guy up the other day and just like I saw what he was doing with Tyler Perry. I like congratulations on the new show. He was the director of photography on one of the Tyler Perry shows. I got another friend who's he's shooting billboards in California, like the stuff you see on billboards. So all these people I'm still in contact with, and it was a good experience. It's not what I'm doing now. I absolutely love what I'm doing now, but at that point in my life, it was all about filmmaking. But if you think about it, people change their careers. So if you spread this out over the whole span of my life, I started truly doing filmmaking when I was 16. I'm about to be 30. I'm about to be 39 this year. That's all, that's roughly 20 some years. Yeah. Anything else, like people go to the military and retire before then, and they call that a career change. I mean, a ending career. So really, I feel like that was just one part of my career that I retired from, and now I'm doing the second half of my life and career that I'm gonna take me on into my older years.
That's I guess up. You know what you know what it looks like, man. It's sort of like you establish your foundation in life by perfecting one craft. That's your foundation. Nothing in life stands without a proper foundation. And it's like you retired from that. Yeah. People retire from the military, they get a government job at the post office. Change careers or go be a cop, go be a policeman, or go work for the government. That's pretty much what you're doing with your new occupation. Besides that, congratulations on establishing those powerful contacts, and that traveling equals major networking, man, and getting to know people. Dude, I bet you went out there and met some people.
Oh yeah. Like just even what I was doing in the company that I was initially working for out there, I started out as a freelancer, and then I eventually came on full time, and to help that particular company grow, like we was in a small building, like very small, and we went to like a almost 10,000 square foot studio, and having a 10,000 square foot studio in the Bay Area. The Bay Area is one of the most expensive places in the world. To have a 10,000 square foot studio there, like it's so like I produced a commercial with Steph Curry, and I got pictures with me and Steph Curry. I directed a commercial with Emmett Smith. I got pictures with me and Emmett Smith. Like I actually been in these places and did that. I never really even talk about this to people. You know what I'm saying? Half of the time I was signing NDAs, so I really couldn't talk about it.
Can't talk about it.
Yeah, you can't talk about it.
Like, I tell you.
Go ahead, Tony.
No. I was gonna say. Now, again, now during that time when you first went out there, and I knew you were filmmaking, and I know you were doing your thing as far as filmmaking was concerned. But I did see you on social media start to. More and more, I would see you out on the golf course. I was like, every time I looked up, I was like, this dude be on the golf course more than he's shooting film. And then just by chance, I noticed that your whole focus started to switch. I was like, he's not doing film like he was no more. This dude is into golf hard. Yeah. So what was it? What was it that you just woke up and said, you know what? I'm gonna open up me a golf shop. I'm not gonna stop filmmaking, but I'm gonna put it on the back burner right now. I got a new love I want to nurture this love.
Yeah, it was a gradual transition, and I'm glad you brought this up because I actually pulled something out because I knew this question would come up. Basically, I did a short film, and like I said, it won some awards, and then I like, you know what? I'm gonna write it, cause that was a romantic comedy. So I'm like, I'm gonna write another romantic comedy. And I started thinking about like, where's this romantic comedy gonna live at? And I was like, it could be about golf, cause the only other movie I could remember was Tin Cup with Kevin Costner in it. And I was like, man, that's the only movie for real. I'm like, we need a a 2000. We need a 2000.
Happy Gilmore, man. Happy Gilmore.
No, it can't. It ain't Happy Gilmore. We needed a 2020 version back then when our call it. We needed a more modern 10 cup. With Instagram and all this stuff that we into now, and Facebook and social media, Snapchat, whatever. We needed a 10 cup like that. So I started writing it. And when I started writing it, I realized I didn't know anything about golf. Now, like, man, hold on, how you gonna write a movie about you? Like,
Jack Squiggly squat.
Yeah. It's like a subculture. I take subculture real serious. You know what I'm saying? So like, people take golf really serious. I like, okay, I'm gonna just embed myself in the culture. So I literally went out and just started playing, and then that wasn't enough for me. Like, I needed to be in the thick of it. So I kid you not, I went and registered for a tournament. And it was like $600 to get in it or something like that, $500 or $600, whatever. And it was 140 people field, and I lied about my handicap and everything, and I got the tournament.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
I went out there and shot a 140. I basically shot how many people was in the field, and anybody knows anything about golf, that's like terrible and disrespectful. So my pride got kind of hurt in it a little bit. So I was like, hold up, because I'm competitive. I play basketball, football, all that. I'm like, I ain't
got discouraged.
Uh-oh.
Hold on.
Okay, there you go.
Okay, I'm back. Somebody called me. They probably gonna call back too. But I should have put my phone on Do Not Disturb. But so I got discouraged. I got kind of discouraged or whatever. And I was like, man, I ain't finna suck, So I started taking it serious all the while still writing the movie and like learning the game or whatever. And it went from like me taking it serious to like paying a lot of money to get instructions. I went to like 3 coaches before I found a coach that really worked for me, and like he used to play really high competitive golf. He was running the mini tours and stuff like that. And once I started working with him, the light bulb went off, everything changed. And then I actually started getting good, you know what I'm saying? And the rest kind of went from there. And I didn't want my equipment to be the reason that I sucked. I was trying to take as many excuses out of the equation as possible. Yeah. So I started teaching myself how to build a golf club. And you can't really go to school to learn how to build a golf club for real. It's like somebody granddaddy taught them, and then they daddy taught them. And like they got like one place you can go to get a certification.
Like a blacksmith.
That's kind of it. You know what I'm saying? So I was reading thick books the size of encyclopedias and just messing up a whole bunch of clubs. And I just got good at it, man. It's something about the math involved. It's something about working with your hands and it's something about an art to it, and it all like combined together. And I was like, oh, this is what I like to do right here. And it just kind of took off from there. I was building clubs out of my garage for like people who played the Muni courses, and then I started building clubs for people at the country clubs. And then when you get with the country club guys, it's a whole different ball game then, because they bring
different ball. That's serious business.
They bring
but you know what they say about practice though. You know what they say about practice though, Fred. That's what it sounds like. The more you did it, and you dedicated yourself to it, the better you got, man.
I ain't forget about the movie either. Like, here you go right here, 120 pages.
Hey man, I just need a role, man.
So when I tell this story to people, they were like, "You got into golf by writing a movie?" I'm like, "Bruh, what did I say?" Brandon Mason. I wrote a whole movie. Here it is right here. I need to sell it. I'm just holding on to it. I don't know what I want to do with it because this is my career now. So I'm like,
I got you.
I haven't been in that world for a minute now. So, but it's there. If anybody want to buy it, it's great.
So tell me something. All right. The start of the idea that not only am I going to just make golf clubs, you know what? I'm going to build me a studio.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'm going to build that studio in Birmingham.
Yeah.
Birmingham is not, now if you know about the Robert Trent golf course, then you do. But if not, you don't recognize Birmingham as anything being related to golf, period.
But I will say this though. I'll say this though, the country clubs we got here, they're pretty strong, Tony. We got strong ass the white boys here, so it is a demographic here that he could, cater to. But Birmingham City, no. But the country clubs here, Tony, oh shit.
Well, you just cleaned up kind of what I was thinking a little bit. I'm gonna correct you a little bit, Tony. To be honest with you, Birmingham got a big thriving golf market.
Really? Okay.
Oh hell yeah.
I'm not a golfer, so
yeah. You're not in that world, you know. What I'm saying?
Yeah, I gotta get in that world, man. I gotta get in the golf world.
I worked at the country club. That's how I know. That's how I know. So yeah, it's strong. Tony, it's strong. But go ahead, Fred. Go ahead, Brandon.
Yeah. No, it's a whole different world. It's what I was saying, that subculture, man. Like the golfers here are big. I did a business plan before I even came down here to do this, because I was like, all right, I didn't save up some money. I didn't make some smart decisions before I dump all my money in my hard-earned money into this.
Right.
I'm not on no loans or nothing like that, man. It's all me out of my pocket. So like before I dump my hard-earned money into it, I wanted to make sure that this was gonna be sustainable. So I did a business plan, I did a market analysis, all that. Like most black entrepreneurs don't do that. We just open up the business. We be like,
dive in. Dive in.
Yeah, that's what you do when you're not using your own money. When you're using your own money, you're gonna make sure that it's gonna work. So I definitely tried to make sure that it was gonna work. And I was like, okay, I need to be here because they got this on 280 and like this, the intersection of here and here. You know, I want to be in a right location and everything. So the market here is pretty big for golf. Think about it, man. Top Golf. You think they just bring Top? Even though I consider Top Golf the bowling alley of golf clubs. I mean, golf. Clubs, still people go there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And like a lot of people go there, they don't want to suck, so they look for alternatives. You know what I'm saying? So, and then I wanted to be a bridge because, come on, man, I went to JL, man. You know, like we ain't had no golf team. You know what I'm saying? Like
sure did.
Like no,
sure
take that back. No school.
We have a question for you, B. Mason.
You got
what keeps you motivated to keep opening different doors?
You know, it's just in me, man. Anybody who's been knowing me for years, man, like that's what I do. Like I'm trying to. A lot of people think they can't do something, and I'd rather try to do it and fail than not do it at all. And like when people see I can do it, then they can do it. Like wasn't nobody trying. Let's just keep it honest. Wasn't nobody in Birmingham trying to do no filmmaking until I did it for real.
I didn't see anybody doing it.
Like nobody. And like then once I
96, 97, 98, I didn't see anybody.
Exactly. And once I did it and I left, then everybody started doing it. Now, am I mad at that or nothing like that? Absolutely not. My goal is to show people that, hey, man, you can do whatever you want to do. Like right now, I'm doing golf. Like, to be honest with you, it ain't no black club makers in the world, literally. Like, it ain't a lot of us. Let's put it like that. Like,
so that market wide open.
Like, and that's the thing right there. Go ahead.
Let me ask you something, Fred. Would you say you got burnt out with the filmmaking? Like sometimes some people are like this. Once they figure out something, say I'm like this. Once I figure out something and I become good at it, my interest in it becomes start. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm looking for something else. You know what I'm saying? Like once I master something, I'm done with it. Now I'm looking for something else because I get bored with it.
Yeah.
Is that something like what happened with you with the filmmaking? Like, did you get burnt out and was like?
No, I'll tell you what happened. Filmmaking was fun when I wasn't using it to pay the bills.
When it wasn't a job.
That's when it was fun. That's when it was fun to me. And when I moved into a arena where filmmaking paid the bills,
and now you have to.
It kind of weighed on me a little bit. You know what I'm saying? It kind of took away.
It's a job.
It kind of took away from my creativity, you know, because I'm a creative at heart. Like I got this weird fusion of left brain and right brain. I'm like, I can be super business on you, but I can be super artsy at the same time. And when the artsy part left and it became all business, because I transitioned from a director to a producer. And when you just looking at big numbers all day and what it's gonna take to make this happen, and you fighting with, you know, the creators and the directors at that time about like, hey, I got this amount of money and this going to wardrobe, this going to set the design, you know what I'm saying? This going here. And like, in a way, you know, it started chewing away at me because I wanted to be able to fund those people and have them be creative. But I got numbers at the end of the day, and and B Mason always come in on the budget. You know, it is what it is. So like I kind of moved into that where it became, I ain't gonna say it became a job because I still love to do it, but it just what I'm doing now allowed me to go back to filmmaking and be creative if I want to. You know what I'm saying? Like this right here pay the bills now. But if I want to make a movie, then it's a kind of a different mindset and a different ball game for me at that point.
Right. Okay.
All right, let me ask you this, and to be honest with you, I'm gonna go ahead and let everybody know we were gonna talk about something else later on, but we're gonna let B Mason take the show out because I'm really interested in what we're talking about.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about later when we're gonna talk about the other subject. But let me ask you this, B Mason, what all does 3BM Golf Studios have to offer somebody walking through your door?
I'm glad you asked that. Right now, I literally stretch the whole gamut, and I set this place up to be like that. So let's talk about the people that come through my doors right now. Right now, I have people who come through who never swung a club a day in their life. They just know golf is something that had a stigma on it, and it was something that they didn't feel like they could do, but they see me as a different representation of what they could possibly do now, you know. So I have people like that. I also have touring pros, like people who playing golf to get a check. So I have, on one end, I had this high level athlete, and on the other end, I got like this person who never swung a club a day in their life. So
a day in his life.
Never in their life. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna talk to you mainly about the person who never swung a club a day in their life. I set this studio up where it's super open and inviting and like private. My studio is appointment only. It's not like a store. You're gonna walk in and you're gonna see people, and it's gonna be like, you know, whatever stuff, a whole bunch of stuff for you to buy on the wall. Because I know that for you to truly get good at golf, you need somebody to help guide you through the process with the proper information to get you to actually be good at the game. A lot of people run into the rut of like, buy. I'm gonna buy this driver, it's gonna make me better. I'm gonna buy this putter, it's gonna make me better. Ain't none of that gonna make you better, okay? Like it's somebody who know what they talking about, then looked at millions of swings, then observed tons of stuff, then played the game themselves for you know to get some money. Like you can't unless you don't have amateur status no more, you can't play for money. But like you know what I mean. But it's when somebody who's been in the pressure, you know what I'm saying? So basically somebody on the street can come here and say, B Mason, I never swung a club a day in my life. They don't even have to have clubs. I built some standard sets so they don't have to take on that upfront cost to like buy clubs, then come see me. Like, you know what? Think you want to get into it? Come in here, no clubs. I got clubs for you. Let's do an hour and a half. I got an hour and a half package where I just straight up introduce you to the game. And then if it's something that you're interested in, now you can fully commit and say, all right, I'm going to commit. I'm going to buy some clubs. And then I'm going to really try to learn the game. You know, I'm trying to like.
You let them check it out first.
I let them test the waters. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's just like test driving a car. I don't even know if people still test drive cars anymore.
Trust these girls.
Do you want it or not? Did you go get the car now? Goddamn it!
Exactly. It's like when you meet a woman for the first time, you get all up in her face a little bit to see if her breath smells well. You trying to test her out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So basically anybody can come in I use a lot of high-end technology. Cause I was in California, I saw all the stuff that these high-end golf shops use. I knew exactly what to go for. I made friends with guys who own shops. I'm calling up friends right now who own shops. I can't even talk about the type of money that they grossing. It's stupid money. So I'm calling them up. They giving me advice, you know, and I'm not even in that industry. I come from the film industry, but since I'm a personable person, man, you can sit me. I'm the type of person you don't want to sit next to on a plane because I might talk your ear off. You know what I'm saying?
Check this out, B. Let me ask you this. Is golfing, well, in Birmingham, we already know it's an open market. It's a busy market. It's already going. But is it wide open, man? Like, is it prime, like, waiting to get bust wide open by a black man like yourself? Like, it's untapped. Is it untapped territory, uncharted territory? Like, you don't have much competition with this, do you? Like, especially from black folks. Like,
well, not okay. Let me ask you this: how many black club makers you know?
You?
How many black owned golf shops you know?
You?
Your competition for to be zero to slam to zero. Okay, that's genius, man.
And then if they want to jump into this with me, golf ain't easy. You'll have to take 7 years, 8 years just to catch up with me. Because number one, if you can't swing them sticks, ain't nobody coming to see you. You know what I'm saying? Like I get out there, I ain't, trust me, golf a humbling sport. You could be hitting it good today, hitting it terrible tomorrow. But I guarantee you put me out there and put that pressure on me, I'm gonna be piping 305 just like the big boys down the middle. So, so you gotta be able to play at the same time, but then you gotta be knowledgeable. And one thing about it, that's why I pull skills. I'm pulling skills. So from the filmmaking, my teaching skills, I'm just taking them and putting them over into golf. I'm talking to people in a way where they understand what's going on. I'm breaking down things in a way where people can understand it. So, and then I'm getting to use video. I use video in my studio real heavy. I got high-speed cameras. So when a person make a swing, we able to look back in slow motion at what they're doing. A lot of times with golf, people don't understand in their mind what they think they're doing. It's not what they're doing until they see it on camera. So I'm able to take data points with the cameras and relay that back to them in a way that they understand. If y'all can see, I get passionate about this kind of like.
No doubt. I don't blame you.
Yeah,
I don't blame you. I tell you, Tiger Woo.
Tiger Hood from the West Side.
Tiger Hood, baby. Tiger Hood. Yeah, man. Because I've always heard things like golf. The game of golf can teach you lessons in life and stuff like that. Stuff like patience, courtesy, concentration, focus, stuff like that you can use in everyday life. A lot of people say golf is a good conduit, to help you.
Like it's a tranquil sport. Like it's a calm sport, tranquility. Like it's sort of like chess. You know what I'm saying? In that line, like a very tranquil sport. I tried to do it time, man. My neighbor and the dude in the Navy tried to get me to do it. I didn't have patience at the time because it's like baseball. Baseball and golf both did show me something. It's a true sport. It's an art. You better know what you're doing. And once you learn it, you got to love it. Hell no, dude. Hey, I swung at that bat. Hey, when I used that bat by the 4 times, hey, I swung. Hey, the golf. I was like Bill. Chasing that. I got the hell up out of there. No, but joke is great. But man, listen, congratulations, man. So you were looking forward to like.
Hey, I'll piggyback off that, man. Like Tony, golf 100% changed my life. Like I had a good life. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't like I was struggling. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I was living the California dream in a way. You know what I'm saying? Like, but golf changed my life, man. Like it gave me a different perspective on how I see the world. It put me in places I've never been. Like, man, my favorite place to go play is Palm Desert, in Palm Springs. Like, man, that's the most beautiful place ever to play golf, man. And I love that place, man. And like when you get out there and you see the mountains and you see the palm trees and you got water, and it's just like, yeah, it is tranquil, but it's also a very tough sport. You're literally taking a little white ball, moving it 202 football and a half fields to a little spot out there somewhere. Like
you gotta walk.
Yeah.
When you sit back and think about what it take to do that, you putting all type of spin on the ball and stuff, and like your body doing one thing, but your mind doing another. You know, it's like everything you said, man. It's like it definitely relate to life. A lot of people don't know I'm coming out with a podcast. Well, I already did one episode, but I haven't made it public. But I got a podcast called Make a Pivot, because the most important thing in the golf swing that people don't talk about is the pivot. It's how you turn your lower body around your upper body and stuff. You gotta be able to move. You gotta be able to move a certain way. It's called a pivot. Yeah. So a lot of you got it.
Something like that.
Pivot. But so you relate that to life. You know what I'm saying? I want to talk to people about what pivot did they make in their life to put them on another trajectory. Like if I was going to answer this question for myself, I was doing filmmaking, and then I decided, you know what, I'm gonna take on this golf full time. I made a pivot. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm on another trajectory. I'm trying to talk to people about, you know, the different pivots that they made in life or whatever. And like, you know, golf teaches you so many, man. It teaches you patience. Like, think about it, man. You trying to hit a ball down a fairway, you shank it right. Like, you're gonna get mad, but guess what? You still gotta go play that ball where it lies. You know what I'm saying? The same thing in life. Something don't go right for you. You can't just decide you want to die tonight. You got to get up in the morning, and you got to wake up, eat your breakfast, and go do the same thing all over again. You know, it is what it is.
That's what's up. Hey, man, B Mason, you know, and it's good that we're talking about this, because, you know, there's other things that we could talk about all night long, man. And even with this, I feel like I can talk to you about it. You got me really curious about the sport of golf. I've always, you know, been a little intrigued. Golf is an expensive game, first of all. You don't go there with no little $100 in your pocket. Talking about we gonna go golf all day. No, you ain't. No, you ain't.
I was, you know, you saw my technical difficulty earlier, and I was frustrated because I had set my credit card. I found it now. Thank you, but I had set my little credit card machine down, and I couldn't find it. I'm like, dang, man, I lost my machine. Like, this is where I get my money at. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it was all sporadic before we started. But no, it's not. It's what you can make it. People, okay, check this out. It's
not expensive.
I'm gonna get some tips for anybody who want to play golf and get into golf. But you got to be dedicated to make this work in your favor. It can be expensive, but you can make it inexpensive. I'm gonna tell you what I used to do. I used to play early in the morning, and I used to play late in the afternoon. I used to play 9 holes. I never played 18 holes. To this day, I still don't really play 18 holes unless my buddies really want me to get out and go play 18. But I play early in the morning. They got twilight, and they got back 9 in the morning. Way cheaper. You walk it, like my course that I used to play in California. I get there in the morning. I can walk it for like $8. You know, it's like $8 to go walk 9 holes. You get your exercise in. You're not spending a ton of money. You know, get rid of your bad habits. Stop buying coffee and drinking and smoking cigarettes, and you good. There you go. Now you got a healthy lifestyle. You starting your day off tranquil. You ready to attack the day. You know what I'm saying? There's different ways to go about it. But it can be expensive too. But you only make it expensive those special occasions. Like you go play the $200 courses, the $250 courses. You go play them once every two months or something like that. You go down to the regular Muni to have fun, drink some beer, and like have a good time where it's cheaper. It's expensive when you make it expensive.
I got you.
So it can be, but and then you know you got your club. That's a big upfront initial investment. But don't go. That's why I got this studio so I can educate people. Like, you know what? I got a bunch of new stuff here. I love to say some new stuff, but don't go buy no new stuff, man. Go buy. You don't deserve new clubs yet.
I got you. Yeah. Work your way up to that.
Yeah, exactly. Go buy you some used clubs and then get them fitted to you. You'll do better with used clubs that's fitted to you versus new clubs that are not fitted to you.
Yeah.
So
understood.
And I do a lot of that. I do a lot of that here.
I tell you what, B Mason, man. You know what? We're gonna have you on the show again, bro, in a few weeks, bro, because next we want you to take us on a tour of the shop, man, of the studio. So we just talking this time, but next time we're gonna try to get you to walk through with us, and hopefully you'll have a camera person on deck. Yeah. And they can just follow you, and you can talk us through all the equipment that you have and what each thing does to improve your golf game.
Yeah,
some hands-on training.
Hey,
boy, I'm ready, boy. Come on, hey, we doing that. What you doing right now?
Come on, I'm here.
hey, speaking of, how many hours? Let me see. What are your hours going to be like? How do they do that?
Oh, I'm open Tuesday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. I'm off on appointment only. I'm off on Sunday and I'm off on Monday. One of my big things, one of the reasons I wanted to move back to Birmingham is I wanted to be able to spend more time with my kids, man. The production.
Yeah, you got to do that.
The production was demanding out there, and I was working long hours on set, 16-hour days, you know, and like
that makes sense.
I wanted to be able to spend more time with my kids. So like I gotta have them days off to really pour into.
How can they find you on social media, man?
Yeah,
you got a Facebook.
Give everybody a couple things. I want you to give everybody.
Yeah.
I want you to give them the address of the address of your place, your phone number, your email, and your IG.
I got it. So I'm located at 237 Oxmoor Circle, Suite 107. I'm in Homewood, Alabama. If you're familiar with Homewood, I'm right over by Buffalo Rock, across from the Marathon gas station.
That's Snow Drive.
Yeah, over that way. I got a sign, big old logo on the window. So that's where I'm at. Also, my website is 3bmgolfstudio.com. 3BM Golf Studio. It's easy to find. Also, you can find me on Instagram at 3BM Golf Studio on Instagram. And then I got a personal kind of, it's not a personal, it is kind of like a personal page. I started out as built by B Mason because I was building clubs for people. So my YouTube page monetized. I teach other people how to build golf clubs. So that's a YouTube / built by B Mason on YouTube too. So
that's the 3B. So that's what the 3B stand for. Built by B Mason. Oh, that's dope. Okay.
So I wanted something for my studio. I wanted something that was a little bit more commercial. I couldn't imagine driving up to my space and they say built by B Mason. I mean, it could be cool, but I wanted something a little bit more commercial. So that's why
I like that. Sounds like IBM, something serious. I like that though. That's more business. Exactly. It got a little bit more business.
You know, I come from that marketing background, so I was like,
no doubt.
I need something more.
Strategy. It's called strategy.
That 3BM hits. Yeah, that 3BM hits.
It does, man.
Hey man, I have thoroughly enjoyed getting to know what's been going on with you for the last 15 years or so, bro. And I applaud you. I applaud you, my brother, for getting out there and
big time, man. Impressive.
Something that nobody else, no other black person that we know is doing. And I want to relay this to something else I just heard somebody else do. A friend of mine says he's got a friend that he's the only black person in America that makes arrows for archery. He makes the arrow. He don't build the bows. He just makes the arrows. And he's a multi-millionaire, you know, and that's all he does is make arrows.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Niche stuff.
I feel like all of us as black people gotta, number one, do something you love to do, but then think outside the box at the same time. We all know how to sell clothes, you know. We can do other stuff, you know. Yeah. It's like we can do other stuff. So and then
Mandrell said, I got brand new 15-year-old clubs with over 20,000 miles from sitting in the trunk of my
Hey, that's your friend. Hey, that's your friend, brother.
That Brad, that's Mandrell.
Oh, man, yeah, it's been great, man. This is dope.
I think a lot of people got clubs they just bought and they set up forever. And
oh, yeah, man. Yeah, they were pumped up at first when they first got them. Like, yeah, I'm finna do this. They go out there and see how good it is. Oh, man. Oh, gosh. Oh, man. Their ego get bruised. They get discouraged. Feelings get hurt. And then they get them 20,000 miles in the trunk.
Golf will humble you and beat you down. I'm going to leave y'all with this small little story. I went and played at a tournament down in San Diego. I went up to the tee box. You know, it'd be little small crowds there and stuff. I went up to the tee box. And I was cocky that day because I was coming off a win. I'm like, yeah, I'm finna go crush these fools. You know what I'm saying? I was talking, you know, I'm in my head talking stuff. Got up to the tee box. From Oakland, California, Brandon Mason. You know, you get a couple people clapping and stuff. I walked to that thing, shanked it in the water. Now, the good thing is I still got a bogey on that hole. I ain't get no double or no triple.
Okay.
But I did go that way into the water. So golf will humble you. Just like life will humble you. You think you got
life will humble you.
Big time.
You gotta keep playing.
Lose your job. You know what I'm saying? You lose your girl. It's all bad. You know? Golf, like life.
Keep playing.
Yeah, absolutely right. Absolutely right. Man, B Mason, bro, built by Mason. Built by Mason, 3BM Golf Studios in Birmingham, Alabama. I suggest that if you are watching, you go and check him out. Look him up, find him, go and get your golf game together. Go over there and get you a cut, get you some personalized clubs made to fit you, your length, your weight, whatever. You know, I don't know nothing about golf, but it seems like
you said half of it, right?
It sounds like length and weight had a little something to do with it. So I suggest you go, man. You go look up my boy B Mason, and from what I can see, you will not be dissatisfied. The brother is doing this thing, man. And once again, I applaud you, brother, and congratulations on your new endeavor.
Hey, man, thank y'all for all y'all doing.
No doubt, man.
Keep this going, man. Keep it going. I'm gonna keep sharing.
No doubt.
We're gonna keep it going, man. And like I say, bro, we're gonna hit again in a couple of weeks, man, so we can get a tour of 3BM Studios, man. And we're gonna try to do that again. And we ain't gonna wait too long to do it, but we're gonna do it in a few weeks, though.
All right, cool.
We actually and then we got to bring you back too, B, as we be trying to talk about some serious topics too, man, on here. You know what I'm saying?
He told me about the topic tonight.
I wanted to get on.
We long-winded, but we have to bring you back because I want to hear your perspective. I want to hear the golfer's mind perspective on this stuff we be talking about on Mansplainin. So we got to bring you back, bro. We got to bring you back. And when we bring you back, we might do the opposite, like talk a little about golfing and see what's going on in the mind of Brandon Mason. So and what you really think about some stuff.
That sounds good right there.
All right. Cool.
Hey, brother, man, you have a good night, brother, man. I appreciate you for coming on to the show, bro. We love you, man.
Yeah, Fred. Love you, Fred.
Support you, man. Support you.
Yeah.
All right, man. TOTC.
TOTC, baby. TOTC, baby. TOTC, baby.
We'll be on this call in 30 minutes, man.
I started to ask him. I was like, hey, you know, you're brilliant, successful. That means you started being brilliant. What was your first brilliant moment in life? What did you do? What was the first organization?
That was the brilliant thing you did in your adolescence.
President of PAU. That's what I saw like. Man, let me chill out. All right, Fred, man. Good to say, love you, man. You'll be here pretty soon because your shop ain't too far from the crib, man. So I'll be getting with you.
All right, cool.
All right, bro, man. Have a good night, man. We love you, bro.
Good night, bro. Love you, man. All right, Fred.
Brandon, built by Brandon Mason, 3BM Golf Studios over in the Homewood area. Go over there and check him out. Hey, Duck, man. Hey, Fred doing some things, man. Fred doing some things.
He always have been, man.
Yeah, he always had. I always liked that. To me, I was like the kid. You know, he's about 10 years younger than us. So when I met him, I was like, this kid right here doing this thing, man. He's doing this thing. So So yeah, man, B Mason is doing his thing, and I appreciate his courage for going out there and doing it, man. A lot of people are scared to get out there and start their own thing. B Mason, man, B Mason went out there and made it happen.
Ill brother, he don't just talk. He walked that thing too, man. So yeah, we got to bring him back, man. So
he walked that walk and talked that talk.
Talk.
Hey, Duck, man,
going around there to mess with him.
Get ready to get up out of here, bro, man. Anything you want to tell everybody before we get up out of here?
Hey, man, y'all quit trying to holler at my old lady when I ain't around, man. Straight up, man. All right, man. I get tired of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Leave mine alone, man. You know what I mean? I ain't got but one.
She better stop responding to them emails.
Hey, look, I ain't got but one. I ain't got but one. Leave mine alone, man. It's a bunch of them out, man. Leave mine alone. I ain't got but one. I can't get no more. Leave mine alone, man. That's coming from Duck. Mansplainin, man.
That was up.
Hey, man. I love you, dude. Thanks for another episode. It's been fun. It's been nice, dude.
Yes, sir.
I like that. I like that. I like that. I like that.
In the books, baby. And like
I said,
in
the books, man.
For those that were looking for the other topic that we were going to talk about tonight, let me put this up here real quick, and I'll let you know next week. This is what we're talking about. Newsflash, ladies, I do. Through better or worse, through richer and poor, till death do us part. Men live by this, and women do not.
They do for a little while, Tony. Don't be like that. They do for a little while. They do it for a little while. They live like
for a little while.
They give me about 3 good years. They be in it for about 3 years.
About half of it. They do it through better. They do it through richer. They do it through better. They do it through richer. They do it through health.
Hey, listen. They talk to their homegirl, get to talk to their cousin who ain't got no man. They start getting that advice. Oh, God. Oh, God.
It's OV.
It's OV. It's OV. Hey, baby.
Hey, so make sure y'all tune in next week.
Yes.
For the next episode of Mansplainin, I'll show you again. This is what we are talking about. I do, through better or worse, through rich or poor. We don't have it on there, but through sickness and in health, until death do us part. Men live by this. Women do not. Women live by half of it. They live through better. They live through richer. They live through health, and death do you part. So come on in. If you disagree, come on in with us next week and tell us why you disagree with that. Because I stand on the affirmative.
Hey, like, share, and subscribe, y'all. Like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, subscribe. Pass the word, man. We thank you guys for rocking with us. It's coming.
We thank you so very much. We thank you so very much. Hey, Duck, man, we're going to get up out of here, man. We're going to push it to next week, man.
Oh, man, let's do it another hour and a half. I thought we was going to go another hour and a half. Yeah, come on, man. Come on, man. Come on. All right. Peace out. Boy, I catch you on the down low, man.
All right, see you on the other side, Frank.
All right, peace. Love you, boy.
All right, love you, man. Yes, sir. Duckie Boy is up out of here. It's your boy Tonyjem. I'm getting ready to get up out this piece too. Hey, I thank you guys for tuning in tonight. Each and every one of you guys that had something to say tonight, just a shout out to you guys. Oh, Lone Wolf. Man, I didn't see you in there, Lone Wolf. Man, salute, bro. Salute, Lone Wolf. I see that you're in there right now. Make sure you tune in next week, Lone Wolf. We have changed our times. So we were coming on at 10:30 Eastern time on Wednesdays. Now we come on at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern. So it's an hour and a half earlier. So whatever time you were catching us, I think you said you were out there in California, if I'm not mistaken. So 10, 9, 8, 7. So instead of 7:30, it's going to be 6 o'clock for you. So make sure you tune in. Hey, Lone Wolf, man, I look forward to seeing you. We got another name out there that I don't know your name and I don't know what you're saying right there, but I appreciate you for tuning in. I don't know your name, Fahim Janami. I'm not sure what that means, what you wrote. I hope it ain't vulgar, but I appreciate you for tuning in. M Black came in. He said his thing. Who else I got in here? Nadia Dazi. Hey, thank you. Thank you for tuning in. We got Madison, Loman, all this Voom Today. I want to know what Voom Today stands for, what it means. Somebody tell me what it means. Jeremy Dunlap, Mandrell, good. Thanks for tuning in. Jeremy Dunlap, shout out to you. We got another person. Who is this? I can't say this name. Ifo, Voom. Everybody saying VUM. I got to find out what Voom means. I'm going. Let me write this down. VUM and ONG. And people are saying Voom, some other stuff. Voom Today. I'm going to find out what language that is, y'all. I'm going to find out what language that is so I can respond to y'all in like kind. Tyrone Carr, I appreciate you for chiming in. Crystal B, sister, I appreciate you for chiming in. Dashana Jelks, I appreciate you for chiming in. And I think that's it. All right, you guys, I'm getting ready to get up out of here. Make sure you tune in next week when we talk about who takes I do seriously. Is it men or is it women? Men seem to stay while women seem to leave. We'll talk about that next week. Hopefully, you'll have a rebuttal for me and we can go back and forth. And before I get out of here, I want to let you guys know, always, my little something has happened. Okay, there we go. You know, I have to give you my speech before we get up out of here. Oh man, my little speech has disappeared. Where my little speech went? There we go. There is no renewing without reconciliation. There is no reconciliation without redemption. There is no redemption without recognition. And there is no recognition without being real. Always be real, you guys. It's me, Tonyjem, a.k.a. Mr. Why Not? Mr. Why Not? Go and be great. We'll catch you next week.
Mansplaining. Only a man can explain. Mansplaining. Only a man can explain. Mansplaining.